If a girl says she wants to take our relationship day by day, how should I approach this? It does sound quite a lot to me like a lack of commitment. And by the way that you framed your question, I'm going to guess that you would be happy to just straight up commit, that you wouldn't need to take it day by day, that you would be happy to say where you want it to be, where you want it to end up, and then do the things in order to get there without having to let it sort of emerge or unfold. And one of the things I've kind of come to believe about relationships, a lot of disagreements like this, like you're having to navigate this weird discordance. I assume she wants a thing and you want a different thing, and you now have to be the person, and so does she in some regard. You know, she could ask the same question. If a boy says he wants me to commit to a long-term plan, but I want to take it day by day, how should I approach this, right? There is sort of two sides to this. Ultimately, I've kind of come to believe that this is just incompatibility, right? If what you want is a girl who says she wants to take the relationship the same way that you do, and then you don't have to navigate anything. This sort of lesson that it's far easier to get a partner who compensates for our shortcomings than it is to fix them, right? Let's say that you're the sort of person who likes to go out partying 3 nights a week. You love raves and late nights and seeing DJs play and stuff, and your partner is someone who likes to be in bed by 9 p.m., there is going to be conflict because what you want and what they want are different, and you have to navigate that, and it's going to be a cause of tension. Now, if you are in deep and there's kids, or you know, something, you just love this person for all of the other reasons, then maybe that's one price that you need to pay. But like, let's be honest here, it would just be way easier to find somebody that also wants to go to bed at 9 p.m. every night, or it would be easier for them to find someone that wants to go out clubbing every night. And I would be cautious, especially given she wants to take it day by day. That suggests that it's an early relationship. Not a red flag, but it's a pretty big amber flag for me, because it suggests that you're in a place ready to commit that she isn't. And I would set yourself a deadline so that you don't just mañana this into oblivion. There are so many girls out there. How many girls that are listening to this show right now would love a guy to say, I am ready to commit to you. I'm just ready to commit. You don't need to persuade me. I'm just ready to go. Let me tell you, Rob, fucking tons, okay? You don't need to you shouldn't need to convince somebody to commit to you, even in the beginning, if you are ready to commit as well. Like, your goal is to find somebody who's on the same wavelength as you. So, set a deadline after which a level of non-commitment would be unacceptable to you, and then if that happens, there are an awful lot of women out there, many of whom are listening to this show right now, who would fucking snap your hand off to be the person that commits to them. Advice for men who crave a female partner but are terrified that their authentic self will be rejected or isn't worthy of love. Ooh, that's good. I kind of said it earlier on. Your goal really in relationships is to find the person around whom you can be you feel most like yourself. You're not self-censoring. I guess it's two ends. You feel like you can say things without censorship as freely as possible, and you feel like you can sit in silence and not need to fill it. If you have both of those things, you are pretty resonant with that person, right? You're vibing with them. They are on the same sort of level as you. And that's wonderful, because we have to put on all kinds of acts and personas to get through our day-to-day existence. We have to behave differently at work and in meetings and around our parents. And that's exhausting a lot of the time. And if you can't even be yourself around your partner, I fear that it's such a huge drain on you. And what does it teach you? It teaches you the lesson, I cannot be myself anywhere. Like, if I can't be myself with my long-term partner that I'm supposed to be, that's supposed to see me and love me for who I am. So again, it comes back to what I said earlier on, this compatibility thing. If you can't be yourself around your partner, just find someone that you can. So advice for men who crave a female partner but are terrified that their authentic self would be rejected or isn't worthy of love. Your authentic self will be accepted and is worthy of love just from the right woman. And your goal is to continue to show your authentic self over and over again so that every single person who it is not for rejects you or you reject them. That should be your goal. Your goal should be as many rejections as possible from you or from them while showing your authentic self, because it means the person, if you're not showing your authentic self, the person who would have loved you is not going to, because you're not showing up as you. And the person who ends up loving you does not love you because you haven't fucking shown yourself. It's like, so it's such basic maths that when you realize if you play a role, the person that you're with doesn't fall in love with you and their love doesn't ever actually come into contact with your sense of self-being, because you know that it's not love, it's praise. They're praising this role that you're playing. Oh, well done for doing the little act that made me giggle over dinner. But what you know is that that joke wasn't actually what you meant to say. You had this other monologue in the back of your mind that you muted, and then you did this little performance, you did this little dance, and they giggled, and you gave yourself like kind of a congratulation, but it's so hollow because it's not love, it's praise. And your goal should be to be your authentic self over and over again and be rejected or reject as many times as possible until you find the person that you can be your authentic self around, and then you do everything in your power to hold on to them. That's the way to do it, I think, as the not married person, 37. I think it is. And that's when I feel happiest as well, when I'm being my authentic self. So hopefully that, I guess the one caveat here is there is such a thing as your authentic self kind of being an asshole. And that requires you to do some personal development. Your authentic self, you could say, I'm a farter. I've always been a farter. I'm going to continue. My daddy was a farter. My son will be a farter. I'm a farter. Because I'm a farter, I'm going to make sure on my first date that I'm my authentic self. I'm going to fart my way through this first date. It's like, maybe you should get rid of that. Maybe that's not the best place for your authenticity to come out. Maybe actually that's a part of you that you need to improve. And you need to work out what are the areas that you do not want to compromise on, that you feel are very close to your sense of self, and what are the areas where you think, this person who accepts a lot of the bits of me but doesn't accept that bit of me, I actually don't like that bit of me either. And they're getting me to transcend it and include it and alchemize and move past it. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So hopefully that helps. Before we continue, if your sleep's not been right, you're taking ages to nod off, waking up at random times and feeling groggy in the morning, Momentus's sleep packs are here to help. They are not a typical knock-you-out supplement that's just overloaded with melatonin. Only the most evidence-based ingredients at perfect doses to help you fall asleep more quickly, stay asleep throughout the night, and wake up feeling more rested and revitalized in the morning, which is why I take these every single night and why I trust Momentus with my life, or at least my sleep, because they make the highest quality supplements on the planet. What you read on the label is what's in the product and absolutely nothing else. And if you're still unsure, they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can buy it completely risk-free, use it every night for a month, and if you do not like it for any reason, they'll just give you your money back. That's how confident they are that you'll love it. Plus, they ship internationally. Right now, you can get a 35% discount on your first subscription and that 30-day money-back guarantee by going to the link in the description below or heading to livemomentus.com/modernwisdom and using the code modernwisdom at checkout. That's livemomentus.com/modernwisdom and modernwisdom at checkout. Look, you made it to the end of the video. Seeing as you're still here, why don't you check out this right here? Go on.